Dallas mentioned this in her dish, and I couldn't stop but thinking about how, number one, Shabuzi took himself on a 4-day tubing trip. That's a long time.
Well, it was something like it was for a specific reason.
Yeah.
I think he's raising money for something. And that's cool. But 4 days out there tubing. But he got recognized, which is pretty amazing because I would never expect to see a celebrity out there in the river. I would never expect to see that.
I don't think he was in the tube for 4 days.
I want to believe he was.
That's a long time to be in the tube.
I want to believe
your
he was
butt
in.
would be shriveled.
I want to believe that he was in the tube for all 4 days. But it's so interesting. Celebrities that we've seen or listened to, music celebrities or people you've seen in movies, and you run into them just out in the wild. You'd never expect to see them. I had 2 very interesting and different celebrity encounters. The first one, both took place randomly in New York City.
Of course.
First one, I was at a Starbucks at 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Waiting in line. And I look over and I recognize this person. And it's before he had passed away. It's Bob Saget.
Oh, really? Wow.
And so I can't help it. I'm like, Bob, I'd had him in the studio before a couple times. So I was like, and he goes, hi. And I go, oh, you don't remember me, but you know, one of the nicest guys on the face of the earth. I miss him terribly. He was just so cool. That was interesting. The second one, I had just done this, we used to have this huge concert at the station I used to work at called Jingle Ball. And I was the guy who interviewed everybody backstage. So I must have interviewed 22 people backstage the entire day, just nonstop, boom, 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 boom. I'm exhausted. It had been, I was a little intoxicated. It was after the after party. It was 3 a.m. I stayed in a hotel because obviously I'm not going to drive anywhere because I knew I was going to get intoxicated. And I see this guy goes, hey man, good to see you again. And I'm like, you too, dude. Have a good night. And he goes, hey, it's me. It's Chris Allen. Season 8 winner of American Idol who had a song out at the time. And I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm so exhausted and I'm a little drunk. I didn't recognize you. The lighting's very dim in here.
I forgot about Chris Allen. He had some hits back in the day.
He did. And
he would be so disappointed to hear how you talk about
Idol. I feel really, I know. I'm so sorry. Really and so Chris Allen, I felt awful. This guy had just been on our stage at Madison Square Garden. I just talked to him backstage and facial recognition issues that I have. Sorry, buddy.
I'm sure he still talks about it to this day.
No, he doesn't remember.
Oh, he was so cute too. I forgot what he looked like. He was so cute.
Doesn't remember. Dallas,
he looks like Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, right. Dallas, you've had a lot of celebrity encounters.
Yeah, most of them I don't like to talk about though. So that's just part of the job. I don't think I've ever had one, just in the airport and
same
or something. I can't remember just running into somebody.
You're so and so.
Yeah. Now I used to see Babyface all the time years ago when I worked at another station. He worked in the same building. But
wait, didn't you run into somebody and this is one of my favorite stories, and you told him I just saw your movie earlier on TV?
Oh, that was Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, you ran into Dallas runs into Patrick Dempsey.
That was funny.
And you had just been watching his movie on TV that day.
I was emceeing this big shindig at this very nice winery, and he was one of the celebrity people that were there helping the charity. And while I was getting ready, was watching Sweet Home Alabama. Literally walked in the door, and the first person I ran into was Patrick Dempsey. And I said, I was just watching you on TV. Sweet Home Alabama was on. He said, oh, yeah, check's in the mail. He was so cute, but he's so little.
He's so tiny. He's fun size.
Oh, but he's so handsome in that movie. His eyes are so blue.
Oh, my Lord.
What was his name on Grey's Anatomy? McTiny?
No.
Was he dreamy, steamy? Which one was he?
He was steamy he was steamy and dreamy.
Okay, got it.
McLovin. He was everything.
Yeah, McDreamy, all of them.
Lauren, so cute and so nice.
Lauren, you've been around. Nice. Who have you run into out in the wild? When you were in Nashville, I'm sure you, in the Nashville circles, ran into somebody, and you might have been excited to meet them, and then they're a little less than what you thought they were going to be.
In Nashville was so different because we would come, and just being in the industry, there was just so many celebrities that you would run into all the time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There was a few that I can't say on the radio that when they came in, it was very disappointing. They were just, you could tell they did not want to be where they were, and were very rushing everything.
For God's sakes, don't say their name, because I did that one time.
No,
Lord,
I will
Nashville
not.
came down here, and I thought they were going to
Nashville came down.
I thought they were going to burn me at the stake.
But one time I was in New York.
They got this double-decker bus in Nashville, and they all like come down and they attack
They came down on me.
I understand.
They call the boss.
Sorry, Lauren.
One time I was in New York City, and it was like 4:30 in the morning, and it was me and my mom walking. I forget where we were going at that time in the morning. We had to be there early for something.
Where were y'all going?
We were going somewhere that day. I think it had something to do with like the Today Show, so this makes more sense. But we were just on the side of the street walking towards where we were going, and Al Roker just walked right by us. But I didn't recognize him, but my mom did, and he just said that he how he wears his little fedora hat. He kind of tipped his hat to her and said, "Oh, good morning," and my mom said, "Good morning," and then she was like, "Lauren, that was Al Roker," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
I love that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Clay ran into Bert Kaiser, I believe that's how you say his last name. That shirtless comedian. He's always shirtless.
Yeah.
He was on the Beltline.
Beltline
A couple of weeks ago. I don't know why, but Clay was just walking around and ran into him.
Wow.
I remember you sent us that picture. That was very cool.
We got a message just now from somebody who they were getting physical therapy on their knee after surgery, and there were 2 NBA superstars also.
That's so cool.
Uh-huh.
Now that
Dallas got so mad because when we were in Cleveland. There were a bunch of were they NFL people staying there?
Yes.
The Carolina Panthers were there.
Yeah, the Carolina Panthers were staying at the same hotel because they were going to the
Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game, which is in Canton.
All Dallas wanted to do was meet some of them, and yet I got in the elevator, and there were 2 of them with their giant duffel bags, so I knew they were players. And I said, "Me, Mr. Sports. Hope y'all have a great game or practice or whatever y'all are doing with your nice bags."
Yeah, and then Lauren and I spent the rest of the time looking for NFL players.
Yeah, we met somebody at the bar who showed us. He was like, "Yeah, I just got a picture with Bryce Young." I was like, "Bryce Young's here? Where?"
You're on a mission. So, what was your experience? Did you have a great experience? I was at a Dairy Queen, and you won't believe who's buying a Blizzard. It was so-and-so, and they were nice. Or, I've been watching their movies for years, and I ran into so-and-so, and they weren't so nice.